So I am installing a lift kit from Super ATV for my Polaris Sportsman. Pretty simple looking kit. It's got some looks like spacers for the front shocks, and then for the back, got some brackets to relocate. I'll get to those, the rear ones in a second. I just actually started about to take off this lock nut for the front shock, so I can slip this guy in there. It goes in underneath, and then this, I don't know what it's called, little piece under there goes underneath this piece, so it takes everything up to 2 inches. Pretty straightforward. Looks like it is coming off pretty good already. I just realized that, hey, maybe I should snap a quick video first, so I just had to hold on to the spring with something because it was just spinning with it. And well, yeah, it looks like I'm off to the races, so I'll take this side and the other side off. Right now I do have the quad jacked up. I may break to actually take off the wheels, so if I have to do that, I will as well. We shall see. Alright, I got one side off. Just about to take this other side off. Just using a little wrench on top. Mine were starting to spin right away, so using my poor man's wrench set. The other side came off pretty good though, so I suspect this one will as well. Once I get those off, I'll jack the machine back up. I took it down while I was doing this. And yeah, I'll take it back up, and hopefully I can pop those off and put the spacers for the lift kit on. All right, I already popped off the other side. This one I jacked up and it slid out. Just screwed the spacer on top. You need to jack it up a little bit more to get it in there on this side. And once that's done, I will just put the original little rubber, I don't know what you call it, spacer on top, and with the lock nut on there as well too, and just like I did on that side. And then she should be done for the front. You can already see the other side sitting a couple inches taller already. Looks good. All right, for the rear, I'm actually going to take the wheel off. Front ones I didn't have to, but there's no doubt that I cannot get way back here to the lower control arm without taking these off first, so I just loosened off the nuts. I'll jack it up, take the wheel off, and then I'll come back to you. So I'm on the back now. I've taken off my rear shock is just sitting up here right now. I just got it braced up so it's out of my way. It was down here. I've put the two brackets on. It took me an embarrassing amount of time to figure out that this bracket went on the inside, because obviously I couldn't imagine how it would fit on the outside, but my inside was so full of mud that had dried and been cement that it actually looked like solid dirty metal. So after a few minutes of puzzling that out, it was pretty straightforward. Now this shock's gonna come back down and just get reattached here with the original bolt through it. And I do need to put, there's an extension for this, what do you call this, control arm, to bring it down about an inch as well too, so it has a bit more room for travel. Then I'll be good to go, and I'll swap over to the other side. All right, this side is on. Got the shock reattached. Everything's nice and tight. Got the strut with the bushings back on with the little spacer here. So it sits a little higher. Just going to put the wheel back on, and then I'll flip to the other side. And now the other side. Just repeated that the first side, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. This one went a little quicker just because I knew which side this little bracket went on, which is obvious if I think if you give it a little bit of thought, which obviously I did not initially, but just took me a couple extra minutes. And I'll put the wheel on, then take a look at just how she stands with the lift kit in. So she's definitely sitting higher now. Pretty pleased overall. The kit was pretty easy to put in. So until I take it out for a ride though, I won't know how it handles on the trail, but obviously sitting higher, the center of gravity's come up a fair bit. I'm not a crazy quad driver. I typically don't go ridiculously fast. I do like to go over obstacles though, so I'll have to watch the weight distribution on it a bit, but definitely got better clearance now. And lots of room for these tires. I think I could actually fit 29s. These are 27s on here right now.